The film takes place in the small town of Wengenberg, where a young girl named Jennifer lives with a skewed face and a disgusting hump in the family of a cattleman. Because of her ugly appearance, the girl is constantly mocked by the locals, and one day when Jennifer is once again mocked by a couple of local young men, the girl accidentally opens a portal to the magical tour, Lara in Aretusa, where she's met by the young wizard, Istrid. The guy is concerned all magic leaves traces which wizards can use to find someone who has even an ounce of magic in them. He decides to save the budding sorceress and opens a safe portal that brings the end of her home. Time later, a beautiful and wealthy lady arrives at the farm of the girl's father to buy a pig, but upon seeing the girl she expresses a desire to buy her too, and the father, who does not hide his disgust for his daughter, sells her for half the price of the animal, despite the pleas of her mother, who recognizes the lady as a witch. So Jennifer finds herself in the magical school of the Enchantress, decided Frisa, where several girls are already studying at first. Jennifer takes the separation from home hurt and how low her father judged her. She even tried to commit suicide, but when classes begin, she discovers that the young wizard was right. It was her inadvertent wizardry that caused the wave and got the attention of the school's rector. The wizard is Desire. The girls who study at the school have also distinguished themselves with the same unique skills. Soon Desire holds the first test. The girls must lift the stone and a flower without touching them and using a spell. Everyone more or less manages to cope with the task, but Jennifer fails. The girl stubbornly tries again and again, until Desire stops her frustrated. Jennifer runs away. Later, she finds Istrid in the cave and tells him her name. Sometime later, Desire trains her female pupils to recognize man's greatest fear. She sees the girls in pairs and orders them to look into each other's eyes until they get inside their rival schemes. Jennifer pairs up to encourage the girl, but she again fails. Desire is enraged. Jennifer is useless, and this is because she's lying to herself. Even if she were a beauty, no one would love her, although she's not the only one to whom she has problems. Jennifer shares the problems with her only friend Istrid, who talks about his schooling. He too was having a hard time with everything. The boy offers to read his mind, and the girl succeeds. One night, Desire wakes the girls in the middle of a storm and takes them to the Tor Lara, the most powerful magic place on the continent, entrance to which is only open to members of the Wizard Brotherhood. Today there will be a test in the art of controlling the flows of chaos, which requires catching lightning in a bottle. The girls do not believe in such a possibility, and some get strong discharges even after catching the lightning. Yennefer's turn comes, and she reaches up with the bottle, but it is thrown back against the wall. Enraged, she directs her power at her more fortunate opponent, Desire, blocking her mental blow. Later, she reprimands her apprentice. She almost killed today, which means that her emotions can ruin her own Tisaya. Cannot be sure that Jennifer will not go along with your feelings and harm his cool. For she used to become a court sorceress, and the weak have no place near a ruler. The Enchantress already doubts that there is anything in her that the Wizarding chapter needs. Frustrated, the Jennifer tells Istrid everything. But most importantly, the Enchantress knows all about them, and they won't be able to see each other again. The guy is willing to show her other, more ancient and powerful magic. But it is very dangerous. He shows you the skulls of the dead elves who built Aretusa. They were the first wizards of the continent, and they were the ones who built all the magical places, but humans came to the continent and slaughtered them. Eastwood gives her a flower that can only grow with the elder blood rests and reeds. A spell which, by repeating it, the girl opens a portal. The astonished wizard does not understand how she managed to do it the first time, and Jennifer confesses that her real father was a half-elf who died in the purge. It was his blood that made her ugly. The boy kisses Jennifer and confesses his love. Later, she shows Desai the flower. It turns out that this was her assignment to get the plant, by applying the skills of false emotion. Jennifer hopes to be elevated. The Enchantress promises that she will soon hear and knock and know when it is time. Meanwhile, Istrid is also reporting to his mentor Strega Bar about what he has learned about the girl one night. Jennifer hears a knock at her neighbor's door and, taking the flower, goes after them. She peeks out as Desire turns the four of them into eels. The Enchantress knows the girl is here and